My name is Ava McQuay, and I am a photographer.
Okay. And how long have you been doing photography?
I've been doing photography for about 2 years now.
And when did you realize you wanted to do photography?
February 18th, when I decided one day that I was going to put down the phone I was using my photography for and go get a camera. So yeah, that's when I decided to take it serious, and I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
And how do you feel when you're taking photos?
I feel like actually really good. Like I feel at peace. I feel like it's funny because I feel like nobody else is there. It's just me and my subject, and like I can feel like I'm in my zone, and I'm just like, this is what I've been meaning to do for my entire life. So.
And then how do you want your subjects to feel when you're taking their photos?
I want them to feel happy. I guess it's just the simple way to put it, but happy, and just I want them to feel like beautiful in a sense. Music is the #1 thing to get everybody in their zone. So what I do is I ask my model, what type of music do you like? And then I'll play the song, and then when I'm trying to get like a sort of emotion, I will play the emotion that I want them to feel from the song, and I will play that. Hopefully it can help them, you know, not pay attention to the nerves, but get into the zone of the music and just bring forth that emotion.
Okay. And how do you prep for a photo shoot?
Well, before I start for a photo shoot, I make sure I have my concept laid out to a T. What I want them to wear, how I want their hair, where I want the location to be, the time, because the time does make a big difference. Like if I want it in the early morning, right before the sun comes up, or if I want it like in the middle of the day, like 3 to 4, or if I want it at night. Then what I do is I also get a couple of examples of inspiration of what I want the concept or the shoot to be like. And then, like I said, the day before, I always make sure I have like water for my models. I make sure we go over prep talk. I make sure I tell them the type of emotions that we're trying to get across, that sort of thing.
Okay. And then, who's your favorite photographer and why?
My favorite photographer is actually a local photographer. His name is Greg Bell. He also does videography, but his photography is just it's really cool the way like he sets up his shoots. Like a lot of them are really like nighttime shoots, so he has a very good detail with lighting, with his models, and like the way he color grades their clothes that matches with like the surroundings. So yeah, that's actually one of my favorite photographers right now.
And have you ever reached out to him or spoke to him about photography?
I have. I had the pleasure of doing a class that he was hosting with another local photographer, and he just gave us all types of like tips and information on what to do. He actually inspired me to I was really like wanting to like upgrade my camera so quickly, and he was like, no, don't do that. Just keep your camera for a couple years, learn how to work it, change out your lens and everything. So he's the reason why I'm holding on to, you know, good old faithful over here for a while, just so I can really get advanced with this before I make that next step.
Okay. And then what do you want to accomplish with photography?
I want to work for Cosmopolitan and Ebony magazine. I would one day love to see my imagination come to life within the magazine for millions to see. Cosmopolitan and Ebony are 2 of my favorite magazines, and I'm just in love with the choices that they put for their spread, so I would hope to one day be blessed with that opportunity.
And then do you mostly shoot people or animals? Like, do you have a preference or?
I do have somewhat of a preference. Now, there are subcategories within the preference that I like. I like to mostly shoot people. I'm leaning more towards the editorial and GQ side of photography, so I like to be very creative with things. Women, particularly Black women, are my favorite subjects because, you know, I love to capture the beauty of them. So I would do, you know, very creative in nature, just one with nature. That's my biggest thing. And then when I have the GQ with male, dressed up, dapper, looking sharp. So those are just right now my 2 favorites. You know, when you want to get into photography, find out why, and then go and do the research on, you know, the type of cameras, the type of lenses, you know, read about editorial shoots or landscaping, whatever you want to do the research first, then go for it. Never give up. Constantly remind yourself as to why you love photography.